think we're live.
Old man. Good vibes.
Go ahead. We got it.
Go
Testing,
ahead,
testing,
go
1,
ahead.
2, 3. Testing, Bumblebee.
Testing Bumblebee. Hello, everybody. And welcome back to the TickPod and Arc Raiders podcast. Hello, hi, how are we? My name is iitzCoda. It's great to see y'all again.
Hello.
Above me this week, the one, the only. You got a different mic. It's different colors. It's the young DJOros. What's up, brother?
What's going on, buddy? Thanks for having me on the pod this week. I'm excited to be here.
Thanks for having me on the pod this week, dude. What's good? What's new? Why is your mic changing different colors? You're on a new microphone.
Yeah, I'm on a new microphone. Recently, one of my good buddies was like, hey, your microphone is making alien noises. So I figured it was time to switch it up. Oh wait, this was like 10 minutes ago before we started the pod. You said your mic's real bad, dude. You got to fix it right now. So
it
luckily,
was making some alien noises. I heard it in the pod like the last couple of weeks too.
I was able to switch out for the wife's microphone, so now I owe her a new one, or I have to get myself a better one. It is Prime Day, so
that is, yeah.
But now I got some dogs behind me, and we're chilling and excited to be back. So thank you again for having me here. It's gonna be good.
It's really nothing better than the dogs in the background. You're welcome, DJ. I'm so glad that I invited you onto your own podcast this week. It's just absolute crazy work for me.
Thank you. It's great. It's great to be back.
Legendary move. Well, yeah, dude, it is good to be back. We took a couple weeks off. If any of y'all are, definitely needed. And also, if anybody is still tapped into the Arc Raiders universe, which I'm not sure there's too many people left, DJ, but we'll get into that later.
There's at least
But if
10.
you're still tapped in, no big updates until October, so we're kind of coasting on by here. But we did want to hit the patch notes from last week and then talk about, what we think might show up in October. Then also just the current state of the game, what's going on with cheating and exploiting, and that train of things. But yeah, dude, I mean, we'll get into that in a minute, but like, what's new? How was your Father's Day? What'd you do?
Father's Day was good. I spent some time with I worked on Father's Day. We had a big old party we had a graduation party at the restaurant. So we had that was an all-day event, so it was exhausting, but I spent some time yesterday with my father. He's big on getting me into the ham radio world, so he's trying out all sorts of antennas in my house and telling me where I can drill some holes and go through the living room and up to the ceiling and then up to the hillside that we have behind us. And I'm like, hey, Lauren, it better look good or else she's gonna kill. Like, I already pushed the limits of the things I do here, so it's got to look like it's either artsy, like it's meant to be there, or it's got to be done very like invisible so you can't see it. So we're trying it out. It's fun. I'm learning a little bit. I'm trying to take some classes on the YouTube to study for my tests, because I'm not great at tests, man. It's not what I do well. So
not a great testing 1 2 3.
I'm good at testing 1 2 3, testing Bumblebee, but tests themselves not so much. So we're learning there. And then while we have the topic, so happy Father's Day, Dad. But we also have a lot of good buddies who are fathers, and I want to shout them out real quick. So we have Mickey Hinge, our English friend, who England couldn't secure a win today. But that's fine. We have Derek. We have our good buddy Steven, Tapito, Dan the Man, and I guess technically Special Adam, right? Because he calls himself Daddy. So I assume he's a father, but I can't be 100% sure. So shout out to all those fathers and daddies out there. We love you all. Thank you for being in our world. So
I second that. That's a nice little shout out to. This is Dan's first year as a father, so extra shout out to the young Daniel son.
He planned that on purpose so he could get one like just under the cut. He was like, oh, we better have this baby now.
Right,
so I get a really quick Father's Day. Yeah, he wanted a quick turnaround on it. But
well
I've known him for a while. That's what he did.
Well played, Daniel son. Well played.
How about you? How was your Father's Day, buddy?
It was good, man. I went up to. We were in New York at Lake Chautauqua, just hanging out, enjoying. It's a great lake. One time, Adam water skied there.
He did,
and he hurt himself real bad.
Sorry, Dad.
But yeah. It was a little cold, but like I don't really care. So we had jackets on the boat, and I still water skied and everything. So it was a grand old time.
I want to shout out, like, just real quick for everybody listening that is with us. Coda can water ski like really well. Like he showboats out there. it's fun to watch. Like, I mean, I guess you ski in real life, like, you know, you ski on the, not real life, but you ski on the mountains and you translate to the water skiing, but he does a great job. It's so much fun to watch. I don't know, it's a good time.
Thanks, man. It is a great time. It's a great time to do it. It's a skill that I think everybody should try at least once, because once you get it, you don't really, it's kind of like, you know, you don't really lose how to get up out of the water, but that's the hardest part. Getting out of the water.
Yeah, fair. I saw that with anybody who did try to get up on the water.
5G Ferrari, aka
5G Ferrari. He was just trying to go too fast, I think, is what the problem
may
was.
or may not have pulled a hamstring and trying to. I
think he did more. I think he did more than that, but you know.
Be careful out there, kids.
So we'll rent the boat from you sometime. We'll try it again, and
we'll just bring everybody up sooner than later. The problem is for you and me now, DJ, is what happens when one of us is not at work.
Yeah, the place falls apart. Tuesdays are I'm always worried.
I can't take that much credit, but you.
I'll give you a lot of credit for that. I always worry whenever you're not there or I'm not there. So it is the only thing that comforts me nowadays. So.
We'll have to come up with some elaborate plan that we both called off on the same weekend by accident. It got approved accidentally, right. Big accident, and then all of a sudden we'll accidentally be on the boat and you'll accidentally be water skiing.
We also have just I don't want to keep rambling and just talking. This seems more fun. We also have a couple concerts coming up early next month, right? We do. We're
Shout out the bar for the free tickets, man.
Yeah, thank you, 31. And thank you, Pittsburgh Brewing Company, which is, I think, where they came from. Abby, you're the best. Thank you so much for always helping me out with stage AE tickets whenever I ask for them. She's always like, yeah, I'll put your name on the list. No worries. You're good to go.
Is it Abby from the X? Like
no. I wish I was really close with her, too. But she's not giving away tickets anymore. But Abby from Yingling is, and she always helps me out. So. He's the best. So we're going to see Bob Dylan and David James Oros later that week, or DJO. Sorry, later that week. Sorry, Joe. His name is Joe. So it'll be fun.
Going to see Joe Keery, man. I'm excited, dude. Joe, I don't know if you guys are unfamiliar. Joe is Steve from Stranger Things, but don't put his acting career. Don't write him off as a musician because of his acting career. He's a phenomenal songwriter and great musician. So I'm excited to go see him. Also, Bob Dylan, dude. I mean, Bob is notoriously, you're either going to get the best concert of your life or the worst. So we'll roll the dice on that one, but to just see a legend in the flesh is always good.
That's where I'm sitting too. I'm like, all right, I want to get down there. It's like an opportunity that like, all right, you got to go see him. I went and saw AC/DC recently and I was like, all right, we just got to go. Right. Yeah. Like I've seen him in the past. Might as well check him out one more time. It's like, that kid in his school, like that old man in his schoolboy outfit rolling around on the ground again like there's, Thunderstruck, and like, I'm like, every time I hear it, I'm like, all right, Dan gets, thunder fucked and he hates it. So I don't know. It's just like, you got to do it on those big ones. Right. And it seems like a good one to go. And I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So.
Agreed. James Taylor still got it. The Who still have it. Clapton still got it. But the man who still has it the most is Paul McCartney. I don't understand. He's not a real human being.
I thought he was a clone or something.
Yeah, well, Paul's dead.
He's Ark.
Speculation.
He's Ark now.
He's Ark now. Speaking of Ark.
And the last thing, we'll skate around beforehand, right? That's the stipulation. I said we're going to go together, but as long as we go,
it's the only way.
The North Shore. All right, beautiful. All right, so let's get into this game. We're going to talk about. We're 10 minutes in, and we haven't,
Let's do it.
All right.
All the people have already tuned out because we just talked about our life.
I think that's way more fun. I think that's way more fun, actually. Sometimes I think it's better.
Gracious. I agree.
We missed you.
Anyway, so today we already did this, but we'll do it again. We are going to do update 1.33 from last week. We'll go over that real quick. We'll only cover half of it. We will add the link in this show's description. We will also go over the store update that dropped today, 1.34 this week. Big topic discussion on cheating and exploiting, duping most importantly. We'll hit the SteamDB charts a little bit and, kind of question what Art can do to bring players back. And then we will also get into what's going down in October and how big or how much of a flop that update will be. So off we go, man. What do you say?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Let's just jump in real quick. I'll pull up the other screen. We have some new outfits from the 1.34 update. So this week's update, right?
This is true.
A new outfit. So
we have one new outfit. It is called the Aeronaut Set,
which we have on screen. It's
okay, don't sleep on it though. The graphic doesn't do it justice. When you take everything off and you're just hanging out in Speranza, it's a great looking fit. It's very clean. You just look like you stepped off the space shuttle when everything's off, which is way cooler, right? You just took the whole kit off except for
it's a clean look.
The outerwear.
And I know we do the copper drop for this one, but I don't know if you can see on the screen right now. If you look at the bottom right, it says OW because I already purchased it. So it is a cop. Definitely, I love it. And you're correct, with nothing else on, like just the base. And I'm rocking the 5G Ferrari red right now. Outfit,
okay.
And it looks clean as I'm running around. I think more people were friendly with me today when I was playing because of my outfit. So
I believe it. It's clean. It's a great skin. It's also a cop for me. I won't be purchasing, but 10 out of 10 would cop if was still currently playing the video game.
Fair, very fair.
Also, we have the short upswept hairstyle.
Whoa!
Which DJ,
Look I don't
know if you got your haircut specifically because of the game, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that's your current haircut you're rocking.
Buddy, what I think is happening, Embark's been watching the pod, and they're like, we need to throw his haircut when he gets a fresh cut into the game. So that's I'm pretty sure that's what happened here. Look at that.
I mean, you slapped the full beard on your character with that haircut, and you're in there.
I mean, yeah, just add a couple pounds. They don't give you a weight variation on the game yet, but when they do,
that's true.
It'll be me, and I'll feel
a couple
so
LBs
immersed.
And it's you. Yeah.
The immersion will be incredible. But I do like it. I think I'll buy that as well. I didn't purchase that one yet, but we'll jump.
Also
back
a cop on mine. It's a good one. They do pretty well with the hairstyles. I do enjoy buying the hairstyles in this game.
Which again, I'm going to complain still because it's what I do best. Is they got to give us an option to choose things from each purchase.
I'm actually flabbergasted that that's still not in the game. We've since the first week, I was so optimistic, DJ. I was always railing
it's gonna happen tomorrow.
The finals did it. We'll have it in.
It'll be there tomorrow.
Next week, and then I said, okay, next week. Kind of like us doing a tier list. It just keeps getting pushed back.
It's not on the list of things to do today, so that's why it's pushed back.
Keeps getting pushed back.
Although it would be fun, and I know we mentioned possibly. I think a good thing to do if we had some extra people on for it and have hours, like you and me, and then somebody else is I'll pull up 2 tier lists and we'll put them or put in 3 of them where we all feel for each person. I think it'd be a good time. So
I like it. We'll dedicate a whole episode to it. I mean, we've been saying this for over a month now.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's
soon enough. We're gonna have to cover some time here, DJ. We don't have a major update until October. Right. We'll probably end up doing so many tier lists. People are tired of our.
So next week is going to be all tier lists for Arkwright. Every single tier list. No, we'll figure it out then.
All right. Also, in the update, in update 1.34, which was this week's update, they said that there was a fix for quote unquote some instances of duplication exploits. So what does that mean? How much that covers? Yet to be seen. But some instances of duping,
we fixed something,
have been fixed.
Sure.
I like that they threw some in there so that they cover
their asses, right? Exactly. It's like you're sitting there, you're like,
some.
Yeah, we got some of them. Sure. Yeah.
Sure, one or two of the 50.
Some instance we blocked. We banned one guy who was duping stuff, and that's technically some instances, right?
It's true. It's true.
I don't know. It needs done. Do better.
Let's get through this update 1.33 so we can get to the meat of the episode here. But real quick, since we missed you guys the last 2 weeks, we just want to hit this real quick. So, update 1.33 dropped last week. The Nomadic Envoy has arrived in Speranza. So, these little buddies pulled up to possibly give us some insight into why ARC operations are spreading across topside. Dun, dun, dun. What's new here? Forgotten Relics event. So you can unlock rewards via merits. This is DJ. Correct me if you disagree, but I think it's very similar to the little boat event that we just had. It's kind of like a copy pasta.
Yeah,
but it is something new to work on.
Right, but we need it. There's got to be something to grind for, and I think that's huge that they're adding that into the game because I want there to be something to grind for. I want a reason to play the game, even if it's an outfit that I might not wear, or something to jump me back into it. And it's a good reason, right? I think it's a good thing rather than just working on the expedition or any of the other crap that they have going on. So I like it. It's good. It's a good thing.
Totally. So instead of collecting the little boats, we will be collecting relics, or we are currently collecting relics. As a reward, you get the Salt Walker outfit. I don't know if you pulled up that graphic, but you can see that guy in game. No worries.
Up right there.
Oh my God, he's got it. Beautiful. Also a good skin. Very nice looking skin. And more, of course, the classic art creators and more, rewards and more.
In some instances.
What does it in some instances? We patched some duping. Okay, so merits can be earned through merits that are earned through this event will also contribute towards progress in the Converging Paths project, which is running between June 16th and July 27th. So we are squarely in the middle of that right now. Each stage advances the progress of a display case, which displays the relics uncovered along the way. I'm stoked about that, DJ, because I've been asking for that for a while. Something akin to like Delta Force, where you can like see the things that you collect. So it's cool that they have a little display case for it. Big fan.
No, I agree. But this is something that I feel like they do often, right? Like they did this with the with all of their other projects that they've been doing, but I would like us to be able to hold on to it.
Yeah, permanent.
I don't think any of the projects should leave. I think if you complete them, they should live in your whatever the expedition space is. And even if it's a new character, you'd be like, hey, you're taking the old guy's spot. These are the things he completed beforehand. They don't need to make it like,
yeah, and it's almost like an homage to him too, right? Like it's in his memory.
Exactly. And because like what we had the Thanksgiving table, but that disappeared because, Thanksgiving's over. Like obviously they can take the food off, but keep the candle on the table and all that nonsense for the mooseberries and all the fun stuff there. I just think they need to keep that in the game. So
I'm hoping they keep this one. This looks like more like a permanent thing, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not.
I'm going to say it's 50-50 and leaning towards, against.
It's probably gone from us. Why would they let us keep the cool things that we do in game?
Agreed.
That would just make too much sense, David.
It'd be too much fun, right? They don't want that.
It'd be too much fun and we'd feel too good about it. So if this is done to completion, Raiders will earn a red and black color variant of the Saltwalker outfit, which is cute. A sextant backpack charm. I have not seen the charm, but
you can see it.
Love me a good charm.
Well, it's there, but it's just on your backpack.
Is that what what the character's holding?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, right on. That's a good charm.
I just like the elephant thing. I got a couple of those. The little elephant trinket. Look at him. It's like gold. I just want 20 of those in my room at all time. Those might replace the ducks.
That would be cool.
All right.
What if they put those IRL and sold those in the shop? You
that's
buy
such a good idea.
And then also Raider tokens. So the total of Raider tokens is now up to 300 this season, which is $3 free from the devs, which is nice. Better than $0 free. Better value than Ermal, indeed. Okay, but the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about, and the thing that I think is a really good update, and that I hope that they keep messing around with this, is no free loadouts on Night Raid and Close Scrutiny.
Yeah.
This is big, DJ. How are we feeling about it?
I think this is huge, and not just because it's, a no loadout for a Night Raid. I think it's huge because it means that they can do this pretty easily, and they could make it applicable to other situations, right? Like I understand the hype behind, okay, well now there's no, Stella Montis free loadout Night Raid, people going in there to get the big come up. But I think it's more impactful for me that it's saying, okay, you know what? You can set these limitations to go into other events or other map conditions and make that happen, Embark. Please. Like, it shows that you can do it. Just do it.
That's why totally agree. It's big. Good take, solid take. I couldn't agree more, man. I think it's wonderful. I think I'm glad that they're testing it this way, and then I hope they double down on it. Like, I hope that there's like minimum buy-in raids in the future. Like, I would love to see, I know they're trying to keep it super casual, but it would be great if there was a mode once a day or every once in a while that like minimum 20K kit. Everybody in the raid is minimum 20K, and then all of a sudden,
would it be to go in to fight? I would want to fight that room. Right? I would go in PvPing and being like, all right, come on, like this is a spot we can come up big here, and I can buy all my stuff. And you're right. It's a great addition.
I think that's probably why they haven't done it yet, dude, because they don't want. I think it does incentivize PvP, and for whatever reason behind closed doors, they just don't want to see the game moving in that direction.
Then make the PvE drops more valuable. Then, if they want it to be a PvP based game, then make those more valuable, and then also make that same thing. You can balance it out. There's a way to balance this. I don't know why they're not thinking of it. I don't know who they got working over there to be like, oh yeah, well, our numbers are dropping. Let's keep doing the same thing. But all right, we'll talk about that later. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, we can bring that up right now if you want, or you just want to tap into it in a bit.
No, we'll tap into it a bit because I want to soak it in a little bit here. All
right, feel it. We'll get through these. As I said, limited time change here, so we'll be testing over the course of these 3 weeks. These limitations may move to more / other map conditions if the devs are seeing the results they want to see. Great
Hopefully they are.
Other patch highlights. If you did not read the update on your own, we will leave the link in the description of the show notes here. But I do want to shout a couple of them out. Rocketeer, of particular note, the Rocketeer now drops launcher ammo instead of heavy ammo.
Which makes sense because he's definitely not using a heavy ammo, right?
He's not shooting handfill rounds at you, no?
If he was, I would definitely not die nearly as much with a Rocketeer as I'm trying to extract,
Valid. Also, in-game countdown for map conditions will now only be visible for 60 minutes before they go live. I know that was a point of confusion for a lot of people. Like, it said that Night Raid was in like an hour and 40 minutes, but they thought it was like an hour and 40 minutes ago. Whatever. The confusion is now gone. So it shows you a 60-second timer prior to the map condition going live. If you do want to see further out, if you do want to know what's coming when, you can always go on arcreators.com and search for map conditions.
And there is like 45 other websites that you can watch to the second of what's happening for the next and highlight the maps. And there's a lot of great third-party options for that if you haven't explored those already.
I do like that cleans up the map a little bit. There's less going on and there's less confusion in terms of the game clock counting down.
Agreed.
Okay, anti-cheat, very important. Another segment spoken about it, that devs are continuing to expand de novo anti-cheat to more and more players. The focus is big focus this last week was on addressing item duplication. Obviously has not been enough, still very much a problem in the game, very much a big reason why I am not actively playing as much as I once was. I'm going to be honest, TJ, it sucked the wind out of the sails, dude.
Yeah. I'd love Sea of Thieves too. But wait, real quick. I think the most important, you were talking about patch highlights real quick, right?
Correct.
I just need to jump in here real fast.
Please do. What you got?
The biggest one, and I'm pretty sure it's because they were watching our short form videos, but it now says Ermals available now offers correctly displays the size stacks such as Raider tokens times 25. The first time I did a video on that, I was like, there's some, I don't know how many, I know it shows and blah, blah, blah. And the confusion they must have been like, oh yeah, well, we got to fix this if DJ can't figure it out. Right. Like, so that is a big patch highlight. I'm so glad. Thank you, Embark, for everything you do. All right, now let's go back to the anti-cheat. You're right. I think that is huge for the anti-cheat. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I love it. But yeah, dude, the duping, as I would just say, as a PvP player and somebody who loves playing that side of the game, and that's really what kept me playing all the time. It just there's no reason to play. If people are in there on green augments, green shield, and have 4 Bobcat 4s, like it's just no fun. That's not the point.
What's the point of the game if you're gonna cheat? Because it's an extraction shooter, but it's also a looter shooter, right? Like, yes, it is to the core a looter shooter with the extraction added on top of it. If you're not going to get the loot organically, then why play the game? What makes you feel good about going in and having unlimited Bobcats to fight people who are going in with much lesser weapons? Like, I think we've talked about it a million times. I know I use Chronosen. I need it. I'm not that good. But
shut up. No, David does not use Chronosen. Dave does not use Chronosen.
It's not cheating because it's on my controller.
It is cheating. It is cheating, and Dave does not use it. It's cheating. Dave doesn't use it. Don't listen to him.
But what I'm saying is that I'm gonna jump back to this one because it ruins the fucking game. It ruins the game. It makes the game no reason to play it unless you are just going in on the friendliest lobbies to loot the stuff just for your personal accomplishments. But it takes away from the core of the game with that little bit of hey, fear that somebody could take you down, and because that is what the essence of the game was. And why would I want to play in a PvP lobby at any point? Like, I don't want to shoot people anymore at all, because I don't want to get into a lobby where I could possibly just get bobcatted forward to death because they have a million of them. And it's not like it's going to change anything to the next season, because I know how easy it is to make a mule account and put all of those guns on another account and then transfer them over. And then that next season, if I can still duplicate them, then it's useless. It's no fun to play this game. The other problem, well, we'll go ahead. We'll keep going.
Oh no, go ahead.
No. This goes to a workbench. Goes to more than that. Don't want to jump into it too quick. I'm sorry for yelling, everybody. I'm very upset.
I second your frustration, man.
Why play the game? Why play the game if you're not going to work towards the rewards?
It's weird that like the aimbotting and the minimal amounts of like, potential walling or aimbotting that we've run into over the course of the game felt less impactful to my desire to play the game than this did.
Right.
Just having permanent duplication in an extraction shooter where the entire goal and the entire feeling is like you don't want to lose your loot, or you want to use your best loot and like you're really locked in for those runs. When that's taken away from, even if it's not yourself, like we're not duping, but you are constantly thinking like, dude, how am I up against the kid with a Bobcat for half a week into the season?
Right.
And it just, that entire nice, like, all pun intended, that nice arc of the beginning of the season when everybody's rebuilding their stuff up was just totally gone. And then I didn't turn the game on. So I mean, full disclosure, like I've played once in the last month, maybe twice in the last month and a half. I just like have no desire to hop on the game. Obviously, I have a lot of other things going on in my life. I'm very excited to be making music again and getting that side of my life back in order and riding my bike all the time. But that still doesn't. I've done those things.
It wouldn't stop you from playing entirely, right?
Exactly.
It can coexist, and it's not going to if there's no reason to play the game, right?
Right. And I can just feel it with all of our friends as well. Like just nobody's as interested in being there. And I'm going to bring this up now because I know we had it a little later on in the show, but I think it's important. This is the second time. I love Embark. I think everybody who's listened to our show from day one knows that we are Embark stands. We fully and completely have done nothing but sing their praises, right? Obviously, we have issues every once in a while, but this is a big thing, dude. They have struck lightning in a bottle twice. They did it with the finals, and now they did it with Arc Raiders. And arguably, Arc Raiders was even more polished in their striking of lightning. It had every potential in the world to maintain a player base of a minimum 100K players for 2 to 3 to 4 years. We are in June of when did the game come out? October? October?
Yeah, right. I believe
it came out in October. We are hovering around. Let me grab the SteamDB charts here. 45,000 players, which is not nothing.
No, it's not. It's not nothing. Players. And other games would be happy to have that, but in a live service-ish game, that quickly to drop off? Are you kidding me?
I agree. And here's my bigger concern. It's not the number, right? It's the fact that it just continuously halves itself every month. For the last 3 months, it's cut itself at least in half. So in March, we were like 160K. Then we were down to 80K. Now we're close to 40K. It is just dropping off like crazy. And I can't be alone on my hill that there's just something quintessentially missing from the game or some desire to keep playing it. I've played games that have no end game. I don't need an end game in Arc Raiders. I've played games with no end game for thousands of hours. Apex doesn't have an end game. Warzone doesn't have an end game. Marvel Rivals, there's no end game. But there was something to grind for. There was the getting better and like climbing leaderboards. It's just devoid from Arc, and I just think it's crazy that the game studio has.
And if you're gonna do that, then go full PvE. If you're not going to care about any of that crap, then go full PvE and just let it be that.
It's super dynamic, right? Just something, man. I don't know. I'll get off my soapbox.
No. Please stay on your box because I'm with you, and I think that it's like I absolutely love this game. I think it is incredible. I jumped on Destiny 2 the other day, and Destiny's dead. I know that, and I know I talk about it all the time, and I'm sure I talk about it too much, but that game had something, right? Where I had the core player base that kept coming back because they gave us something to grind for. They gave us new raids. They gave us this, whatever. Did they miss a lot? for sure. A lot of people are going to miss, but I feel like this early on to not try to capture what you've had from the beginning and just have it the drop off like this, like give us something that I know I'm gonna bring it up later, and this is definitely gonna be my workbench, but you can work towards anything in the game to make it feel like you earn something or keep something. This game with an extraction shooter, you lose it all, right? Like every month and a half is a reset. So you're starting fresh. Give us something. Give us a leaderboard. Give us a title to go for. And again, so that we're jumping in this. We're jumping all around. This is my workbench for the week. Is it give me a title that each season I can go and grind for, that it displays that I did it this season, because at least then I can say, you know what, I accomplished it. I'm done. Rather than just the expedition, which isn't extremely hard to accomplish. Coda, you haven't been playing. I'm sure you'll be able to finish the expedition by the expedition window. You know what I mean? Like, give me something else to go for. Like, if
I'm not going to, because of what you're saying. There's no extra incentive this time around for me to be like.
Well, for me, it's going to be like, hey, I want to make sure I didn't miss that just in case. What if this game does kick back off, right? And I want to be like, all right, I didn't miss that window to show that I've been playing this whole time, because that is the only thing that it has going for it right now, is that little bit of a title or that emblem that you get. I don't care right now. I don't care about the trials, because I think that needs a slight rework. I think it needs at least better rewards, and I don't care about the day-to-day stuff. I care about the expedition and the project that I'm working on, just because I like to complete things, right? And that's it. There's something that they can do, and they did so well so quick. There's no way that they're just out of it.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I've never played a game out of the gates that felt as, I mean, we talked about it. It was just magic. It was pure magic. They did everything right. And then, I mean, the finals felt like that too. When I first played the finals, it just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't know how they, as a studio, they do this. Here, we'll put the tinfoil hat on. Is it all about the money? Is it just that they made all the money in the world from Ark because it was great out the gates, and then they said it doesn't matter anymore? So they're going to give us lip service, but is it just?
If it's just about the money, there's more money to be made, though, dude. Like there is so much more money. You could easily say, hey, you know what, sure, maybe it's October. Give us this first year of, Destiny 1, year 1 was all right. B-, right? Like it was fun, but it wasn't amazing. If they are promising us an expansion in October that is worth playing, and I'd spend $40 more on it, that is impactful, I would do it. If they would do that, if they would give us that kind of, but I don't know if they are. That's my concern.
You're totally right. And also, like, you and I are players that like the cosmetic side of things. So when I'm not tapping into the game every day, I'm not purchasing a cosmetic. I'm certainly not alone on that, right? There's other players that are the same way. So those players are not checking in on the game, which means that they're not buying microtransaction cosmetics, which means that the $10-15 adds up
per person. My goodness.
Multiply that by 10,000 people buying one skin every month or whatever, and that's a decent chunk of change.
If everybody sent me $1, my goodness.
You'd be quite wealthy.
Well, that's what I mean.
I don't know, dude. I hate. We've tried so hard since we started this pod to stay very optimistic and excited about the game, but like I think some weeks you just do need to vent and just. It is still the game that I'm tired of acting like I'm not bored of playing Ark Raiders right now, because I am.
I will say I still have the magical moments of Coda. Like today I went in, I talked to this Australian guy. We were joking around the whole time. He's like, "Oi, come up here, bruv." And we're fighting a leaper, and like those moments are still phenomenal in the game, and that is still what makes this game special.
Well, is it us then, DJ? Is it just us? Is it just that we need a break from the game?
No, I don't think so. Because we took a long enough break.
We need to ask that question though.
We did take a long, and I don't think everybody my hours are too high on certain games. But I do think that if you're trying to keep this, the whole point was that this is going to be a 5-10 year game, right? That was what was discussed.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless you're going back on that, you need to have something for us to do. And I don't think it's us. If you're going to have a core player base, and again, I still love the small interactions. I still love I play the game to talk to people. I play the game to hang out with you. I play the game to talk to our friends. That is the main thing. I love those random experiences, but we still need something to do while we're in the game, not just go back in over and over again for no purpose, right? Like, yeah, I'll jump in. I'm trying to work on the current project, which I think this is great. I think in the last video I said, Embark, we need more of this, right? Do more of this. Keep giving us projects to work on. It cannot be that difficult for you guys to do so. You've made a lot of money early on.
I'm going to play devil's advocate, though. I'm not trying to do the same project, 2 projects in a row.
I'm not saying that. At
least have like a rotating cast of 3 different types of projects so that you do the one and then the next one's a different project. And then by the time you're back to the original project, you at least had 2 other variants. Like they are just, it feels like they're phoning it in to me, dude. It just feels like they're phoning it in and just copy pasta. Should like take the money to the bank, make the next game, make the money off of that game, and call it a day.
Yeah, but this game could make so much more money if they tried.
I don't think they care though.
Why do you not want that money? Who doesn't want money?
I don't know.
It's already there. It's built, dude. It's there. The world is there. If they did anything,
it's a great world. There's so much lore to be had.
That's what I'm saying, Lil Poop. My goodness, they must be on vacation. Wow, they took that vacation. Thank you.
Holiday.
That is what it is. And you were saying that give them their holidays, Coda. Remember way back when you said let them take their time off, and look where we are now. We want more, okay? So no more holidays for anybody. You don't get any time off. You're working more than 3 days a week.
Here's the thing about the holiday. You take the holiday. Mm-hmm. And you got to come back strong. You can't just take the holiday and then just
you work 5 days a week.
Nothing.
You work 10-hour shifts. You don't no more for anybody.
Why does it sound like you're trying to get me?
But nobody you trying. I'm not. That's not exactly what I'm saying.
I won't do it.
I know you won't do it. Your schedule looked pretty good next week. Okay, I don't want to hear it out of you.
You're being very, very nice.
I care about you very much. I care about everybody that I work with very much. So.
You do. You're a great man.
I try. And I try to be funny. Guys, we haven't talked about this. It's been a minute on the pod. But if we are ever on this podcast and we run out of Pinot Grigio, Coda will be the first to let you know that we ran out of Pinot Grigio. I'll tell you what. My goodness. No way. It's like, buddy, I don't have any Pinot Grigio at home. I can't bring it on the podcast. I'm sorry.
It's true. What about CO2? You got any CO2?
The CO2, it might still be out. Okay, it might still be out. That's all I know. Right. Just a little inside joke to the real life we got here.
We'll get the line.
They did yesterday. They came in.
So DJ set up this nice 86 list in the liquor room so that I could write to him what I noticed was close to being out and or out already.
No,
and I wrote Pinot Grigio on it because it was close to being out, and he had a cow. He hated it.
There's no cows. I love cows. I don't eat beef. I wouldn't have a cow. I'm just saying that it's something that I do a liquor order every week. I would have checked the Pinot Grigio. I was looking more for like the obscure things that like, you know what was great on that list? Watermelon pucker. Whoever put that on there was a real hero.
Thanks. I tried.
Okay. But Pinot Grigio, I'm going to order it. If you ever put Cabernet on that list, I know I'm going to order it. Hank comes every day.
This seems like I hurt your ego by accident by just trying to help you out.
I think I just like to make a big deal out of nothing because it's fun, embellishing things. Because
this man had all of our friends texting me at all times of the day and night, saying, "I don't know why I'm asking you this, but do we have enough Pinot Grigio?" People I haven't texted in years, literal years. Our buddy Brett texts me out of the blue and says, "Yo, dude, are you sure there's enough Pinot Grigio?" All right. Hold up, dude. We're on a professional podcast for our creators. Our creators and our creators.
Well, we were so mad. We had to be less mad. We were so mad. We had to be less mad for a second. Okay?
You're right. Okay, so let's get back to our normal ways. The 101 DJing.
Right.
How are we feeling about October? There's got to be something good coming. What do you want to see? What's coming, DJ?
I want an expansion addition to the game. I want there to be enough there. I want there to be a storyline. I want there to be a campaign that isn't text written exchanges between all of the traders. I want there to be a plot point that isn't just like, oh, we're learning about the world. I want there to be something that us as a player are impacting the world of Arc Raiders with. I think if we have some sort of impact on it, whether you extract or you expedite and then bring in a new person and work on it, to have it some sort of campaign style to change something, even if it's like bring a new map and our player has
when you said that made me remember how much fun it was to like gather materials to open Stellamontis. You remember that?
Yes.
What if they just times 10 that and did the campaign that way, right?
They have so much time right now.
Everybody chip in. Oh, dude, that's a great idea. I'm on board. You just got me excited. Like literally right there, I was like, oh, dude, I would play the hell out of that.
There just needs to be something that we are involved with the universe again. And also they need to give us more options per game. Like they need to give us, I know we talk about it a lot. They need to give us the PvE world. They need to give us a PvP map condition. It would make the game so much better, because I would go in and play PvP if it was a PvP map condition. I think a lot of people would that were afraid to lose their current status in the non-map condition situation. Like if I knew I was going in there, it wouldn't affect my ELO. It wouldn't affect anything else while I'm playing. If I'm going in solo and I'm like, hey, Australian buddy, let's talk about other games. Like if it didn't impact that, I think it'd be great, because it was built to be a PvP setting or a PvE setting. Give us that.
They're completely capable of having the game function that way, because now they know like who shoots first. So
right.
You could just completely turn off that dynamic in the PvP only mode and say that no matter what you do in that PvP mode does not affect the rest of the gameplay. It's a purge.
Give us a purge mode, right?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be sick.
That
Last man standing gets
like, you know.
And then, dude, there's just so many ways they could take that too. Like if you were last man standing like 10 times, you get some super rare loot or like access to some room.
A loot box.
It's like not a guaranteed drop, but you get a loot box
for it. It's not guaranteed, but
exactly. Oh, dude, give all those little. It's so easy to keep gamers like curious and wanting to be involved,
right? And my wife put it in chat. Give us lore, please. Give us lore. Let me dig into that world more, because it's an awesome story so far, but it feels like they're just leaving it as it is. And I know that Ermel's great, and I'm going to keep talking about him every week, because I swear at some point they'll click with him. Yep. But give us some storyline.
Dude, this might be a hot take, but I think the lack of backstory and lore involving the Ark, or just like the lack of depth there, is one of the biggest reasons for the game falling to the point that it's at right now. I think Destiny was incredible with that. There was something about the Destiny universe that felt like so lived in and so active and alive, and like felt like it was, I don't know, it like transcended just, I don't know. But I think Ark missed the boat. It was here. It was right there. All you have to do is open up Speranza, give us like a ton of factions. Like, why are people doing what they're doing in Speranza? Why are the things that are going down topside? Like, what's the backstory of the Ark? How do we,
there's just so much they could build off of.
So much there, dude.
It's
Facts.
Right. And okay. And I know this is probably doesn't matter at all, but I think what would be great for Ark Raiders is if they did like set like a skill level on their Ark, right? Like, because I think it's hilarious whenever I see Fred just like smacking into the wall on whatever map, and it's like, the
wasp.
Whatever wasp is like, just like it keeps ramming its face along the wall, and I'm just sitting there like I think that's, but like they could be like, all right, well this one's like really got it, and it's like tuned up, and it's got extra oil in its system, and Fred down here is like, he's on his last leg. He's been back and forth to the ship so many times, like he's got a concussion-like symptoms for sure. So I just think if they added that, just make a little bit like a variation, rather than it being like, okay, well, every Rocketeer is going to be a motherfucker and destroy you. So I don't know. Something else that they could add, right?
I mean, they did such a great job out the gates with the Ark too, with how dynamic they are and how they felt different every interaction. So you're right. Like if they could tune it, like Fred's doing his thing and not hitting you, but...
I don't know why I feel like Fred is like a good name for somebody who can't figure stuff out though. Like,
shout out all
like I'm sure everybody whose name's Fred, like I bet you got it together. It just, I don't want to put anybody away who is named Fred, because they might be really smart, but it just seems like a good name to. I don't want to use Kyle because it seems, but
Kyle's already been through the. Brad and Chad went through the
right, right. So, but yeah, Fred, seems like the right name.
Mr. Baxter in chat said, I think the devs have made some lore around the Ark. True. But they seem to think it's a good idea to draw it out over years. Yeah,
we don't got that time though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think the rollout is just a bit too slow for the goldfish gamer brain. I think we need some constant little hints at young, handsome,
and
and
call me a
vibrant.
goldfish?
Young, handsome, and vibrant.
Okay. All right.
I'm saying we all have gold. If you love video games, you got a bit of goldfish brain.
Wait, what'd you call me?
A goldfish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Thank you.
Anyway, Lil Poop in chat is right. We don't need it all at once, but more than what we've gotten so far. Agreed. Just any little thing that has DJ texting me saying like, "Yo, did you see this?" Or like,
yeah, excitement, right? We need some excitement in the game.
Something to talk about, something to speculate on, something to go back and forth. So, all right. Well, what else you got, man? That's all I got. I'm cooked. I'm cooked on the game right now.
Look at me. I'm cooked. Look at this.
I got cooked on the boat.
I'm so cooked right now. I need to get on the boat.
Yeah, you do. You got to get the full body going.
My goodness. No, I mean, October expansion, big things. It needs to be lore built. I need to feel a reason to care about the universe. It needs to almost feel game changing, right? There needs to be a big thing, whether it's way more options for map conditions, whether it's a raid to go in with more people. Again, just give us an option. I don't love the game because I can't play with 4 people, man. Like, that's one of my biggest, if we could jump in with 4, now right now it's not a problem, but how many times prior to was it like, I can't hang out with all my buddies because
want to get the 4s.
we want to be in together. And I mean, some people have more than, 2 other friends. Not many people, I'm sure, but like, it's possible, right?
Just dynamic things like that, and like a PvP mode, a 4-player mode, a 6-player mode, some chaotic.
Keep saying map conditions.
King of the Hill mode.
Yeah, map conditions.
It's right there. It's right there.
They have
the game-winning formula.
Right, the $1 Million Man, right? Like they got it. It's there. Like they could easily just call Embark, please. Just give me a call. Give Coda a call. We like
call DJ.
Call us both seriously, because he brings me down, and where I'll be like, oh no way, and I'm not realistic ever. So this would be a good duo to bring in on the team. Let us be a community manager or something. Like, let's get something going to just. We want the game to succeed. I want it to succeed. I want it to be a 10-year game.
Exactly.
I want it to be a 10-year game.
Yes. At the end of the day, DJ and I just want to see this game succeed. That's why we started the pod. We just wanted to talk about the game that we loved, and we want to keep loving the game and watch the game grow and do new, fun, interesting things that we can talk about and play and get the boys together on. So that's it, dude. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Okay. Well, real quick, I'm going to go over my workbench, even though I already yelled about it. Just because I'm here and it seems like a good wrap up, right? Please, Embark, throw leaderboards into the game. It doesn't have to be kills. It doesn't have to be your kill death ratio. It doesn't have to be, just make it something. Give us something that we can all see each other as with our friends. I know you have it for the trials, but outside of the trials, you got nothing. Give me something to work towards, even if it's going to reset at the end of every season or whatever.
Even within the trials, it would be great if you could, like you've brought up in the past, see your friends, like where they're at, so that you can work against your friends on your friends list.
Right. Work against my friends, because then I can talk smack and be like, Derek, you're really slacking this week, man. Like,
that's true.
That's what, yeah, come on, bud. And then I can talk about Special Adam, and I can be like, hey, come on, we got to get you that, you got to get that 5G Ferrari again. And then the other thing along with that is titles. Give me titles. Cosmetics are great. I love cosmetics, but give me something that floats above my head that says you worked your ass off. You grinded for 200,000 arc parts or something. I don't know. Give me some sort of title, and please keep working on Ermal, because I think there is some slight magic there that if you can do it properly, that it'll be helpful for the game. I think it should happen with all the traders, but I enjoy the fact that they're trying, and that is a big thing. I know I'm jumping back now, but they did kind of tie Ermal into this project because you can purchase things from him for the project, which is nice. And they also took away like 70% of the high tier arc part purchases. Now I know it's because you can buy the things for the project right now, but I do think there should be more like different currency options for what he has. And I like that they made that change. And I think they did that quick enough. And it's nice that I don't have to go get, at least I have to only go grind for 2 of the things instead of 3 because I can buy one from Ermal. So thank you for that. I'll give you your flowers on that one. But please, there's more to do with these traders. There's more lore. There's more stuff. Give us something, please, Embark.
Please.
That's all I got.
Good workbench, DJ. Listen, you were passionate this episode. I love this. I love this, DJ. I know it was more on the negative side of things, myself included, but goodness gracious, the DJOros passion was on 10 this episode. More of this.
I had so much sleep last night. It was just,
he's
and then I'm over here because Embark, and I think we said that it feels like the England game earlier today. It's just like, come on, like there should be something happening. Like there should be something going on. Instead it's 0-0. So
good parallel.
Thank you.
Okay. All that being said, I do just want to say that I'm probably going to take a bit of a step back. I don't know if so here's what's up. DJ's been doing weekly videos on like Ermal and just the current state of the game, which I think is really good for our channel, and I just think that DJ's really good at doing that. So that's going to continue on the TickPod and Arc Raiders podcast channel. That being said, because there's no major update until October, I think I'm at least going to be, we can talk about, DJ and I will figure this out off stream, but I'll probably be bi-weekly at this point. I am in the middle of trying to make a record for the first time in 7 years. It's taken a big part of my mental capacity. I really want to give it the time and in the energy that it deserves. I'm also working on top of that, doing everything else in between. So I do just want to say I'm going to probably take a little bit of a step back, but we will still constantly have at least weekly content on the TickPod via the Ermal store updates that Dave's doing such a good job on, and or just what's going on in Speranza and surroundings. So
yeah,
DJ, you got anything there?
No, and I know we'll chat after this, but I do think like I personally agree. I think why don't we shoot for every other week right now, and then if that takes a step back from that, no big deal, but. Just the two of us. I just like getting together and yelling, even if it's a 30-minute chat. Every other week seems great for me.
Here's my biggest thing that I don't want us to be. I'm somebody, and I want to say this on record. Like I'm somebody that doesn't want to come on a pod and talk about something I don't know anything about. I think that's what we were so excited about out the gates, was we were so involved and invested in it that it felt great and we felt like we had something to say. I don't currently feel like that, and I don't want to be somebody who's coming out and just a face on the podcast just to cover patch notes and act like I'm still a part of a universe that I'm not currently tapped into. So that's my end of things.
Regardless, if Coda's not the person with me, I'm still saying I think every other week for the TickPod draw, like actual conversation podcast would 100%. would be every 2 weeks. I mean, I'll still peer pressure him to do it, but
I guarantee I'll be around most of this.
But yeah. But I still think so. Maybe not next week. We'll get maybe a little bigger of a drop. I am also trying to work on some other side videos for Arc Raiders, just because I think maybe it would help out some new people that are jumping into the game that weren't there from the beginning, and especially where we sit now. So yeah, I for the podcast every other week is where I sit right now. So not next week, but the following week. And then we'll catch up on anything we missed. And then if Coda is not here, I will make somebody else do it. But I'll peer pressure him I'm pretty good with that. So it's what I do best.
An absolute skill that you possess, my friend.
Peer pressure is my superpower. Yeah.
Anyway, back to DJ's videos on YouTube. Make sure that you guys are liking and subscribing on YouTube. The more traction we get on those, the more they pop up on people's feeds that are searching for Arc Raiders.
And I'm enjoying doing it. So please. It's fun.
You can feel it in the videos. It's great. So that's all we got, man. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on socials. Yada yada. The normal things, But we love you, and we'll see you soon. At the very least, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Later.
Thanks for hanging out. Love you.